So let's wait for more people to join so we can go ahead and start. This is a requested tutorial. I hope she's gonna come through. She's gonna see this tutorial. We are also live on YouTube. So I'm trying to combine the two things together. Now I could go ahead. So we are about 5 of us in there. We are 5 in the building. We are 5 in the building. We are 6. We are 6 in the building. So let me try to zoom a little bit. There, right? So you're not seeing all the stuff behind. We are 5 of us. Welcome everybody. If you can hear me, say hi. Say hi. Because I realized that when I was doing the other one, people were not hearing me. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi. Say hi. If you can. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Hi everybody. We are 7 of us in the building. Say hi if you can. It's connected. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi if you can hear me so we can go ahead and start. This is a requested tutorial by somebody. You know, these days I'm working on requested tutorials. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. My volume is on, right? Or am I talking to myself? Say hi. Yeah, it's good. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi if you can hear me. Yeah. Let me see. Say hi if you can hear me. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Nobody is saying hi, and I'm assuming that everything is fine. So we will start by folding up like this. We always fold it up like this into 2. Okay, I just folded my pattern into 2. Let me make it a little bit bigger because we have bottom hole, meaning that like this. Okay, now I have just folded it into 2. If you're watching from YouTube, I'm happy to have you here. If you're watching from Facebook, I'm happy to have you here. So I've just folded my pattern and I have about, let's just say 2 inch in front here. We are going to be leaving that for the boring hole. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw. This is an off shoulder dress, like a kind of a symmetric, like the other one we did, just almost the same thing, but this one with the small little straps right there. So I'm going to come here. First of all, I will draw a start point, which is going to be, this is an off shoulder symmetric neckline. If you check up it, you notice that we did something very similar to this, but it's not this one, the other shape. So I've just drawn a straight line. This part here is going to be for the buttonhole. Now we're going to go ahead and yeah. Now we're going to go ahead, take the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Mine is 7 divided by 2 is going to give me, mine is 14. 14 divided by 2 is going to give me 7. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to slant it down by 1 inch. I move now to the armhole there by dividing round armhole by 2, or you use your shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7. mine is 7 as well. Then next thing I'm going to do is to mark the normal neck depth for this. Normal neck depth of 3 inch, normal neck width of 3 inch. How to get the neck depth and the neck width? How to know yours is by dividing round neck by 6. Whatever you have, you're going to go ahead and mark that point up, and then after connecting it up, I'm going to go ahead and mark. After marking it up, I'm going to go ahead and connect this up. Then I will do this, connect my shoulder slope like this. Then I'm going to connect my armhole depth line like so. And I'm going to connect a chest line like this. Okay. Now that we are done, so I might let's line it up. Okay. Now that we are done doing so, sorry about that, okay? I'm going to measure my armhole depth line, which is 7 inch divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. You can go in up to 3/4 inch. On this chest line, I'm going to put 1/4 of the bust measurement. Round bust is 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'll connect this point from here to here, and from here to here is my curve, my French curve, my rule, like that, all the way to this point. Now I'm going to go ahead now, mark from the shoulder all the way. You think that this has any dots? No. Anyway, it kind of have a princess dots, if I'm not mistaken, yeah? You think so? I don't think so. I'm going to go ahead and measure from the shoulder, mark from the shoulder to the bust point, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to the length of the top, which I'm going to be working with 17 inch. What I have here is 17 inch. Now, after marking those points up, I'm going to go ahead and connect it up. Right, I'll connect this part up, straight line, connect my under bust. This is definitely the waist and the length. I have the chest line, I have the bust point line, I have the under bust line, I have the length, which is the waist as well. Okay, now after doing so, what I'm going to do, I'm still thinking, yeah, it has kind of a nipple, if I'm not mistaken, a kind of a princess that it has right there. So I'm going to be putting my nipple to nipple divided by 2. Mine is 7. 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5, sorry, 3.5. I'll mark that up, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it up with a straight line. You can support me up on YouTube by subscribing, on Facebook by following up, on TikTok. Okay, now because we're not going to be what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here like this. I'll go in by 1/2 inch. Here I'll do 3/4 inch. It's a princess dart, okay? 3/4 inch, no, 1 inch, right? 1 inch is good. After doing so, I'm going to come here and do 1 inch, and here 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, sorry. At the center is 1/2 inch, while the side is 1 inch. There's no 3/4 inch. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and connecting it up, but making sure it's not that curvy, kind of being straight. Alright, because normally, except you want to pat this up, connect this up like that, and like so. And here I'm gonna give it just more curve, not to pronounce it. A little bit of curve. You see what I just got there, right? Now what I'm going to do is to measure of whatever I have here. My armhole, this curve that I have here, which is 8.025. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 4.2. Yeah, I'll place it up right there. Mark 4.2, which is right there. Okay, like this, all the way to this point. Once I'm done doing so, don't mind my coconut height, okay? Once I'm done doing so, I'm gonna come here and connect these points up. You can use one up. So this is the point where I mark. So I'm gonna connect this up all the way to here. You see, not to pronounce. I'm gonna come down here by 1/2 inch, go up by 1/2 inch. We actually took out 1 inch, so I'm gonna come here like this. I'll extend that 1 inch back here all the way to this point. All right, so now I will connect these points up like that. See, I'm gonna place this up like so. Ooh, Anita, why I did not hold it well. Then I'm also just gonna go ahead and bring this point up. This is the 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch that I went up. I'm gonna bring this up, bring it up to this line. Now this is what I've just done. So this point, we're gonna connect it up like that. Right, you can use your curve if you want to. So I'm just gonna place it up like this. Right, now we have to go ahead and connect our new armhole. Right, my new armhole, I'm gonna connect this up like this. See what I've just done there. Now I'm gonna I'll go ahead and put measurement 1/4 of the bust, which is right there. 1/4 of the bust, 1/4 of the under bust. Round bust is 34, divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. Round under bust, okay, which is 30 divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5. I'm going to come here and put 1/4 of the waist is 28 divided by this is going to give me 7 inch. So whatever you borrow, I'm going to replace it back, which is 1.5, 1.5, and I'm going to, this 1 inch I added here, I'll also go ahead and add it up here to like that. Okay, now we're just creating something almost similar, but not this one. Okay, it's not the same thing. All right, now that we are done with this part, okay, what I'm going to do, if you look at it, you notice that it has a buttonhole behind, and it has a kind of a small little shape, kind of a triangle. Now what I have to do is to go ahead and let me cut this up, trace into the other side, so we kind of follow up cutting this open here. I use this like that. Then I'm gonna patch this up. Now, remember that we actually left about so just assuming that we have the same thing, so that you follow. This is 1.5. 1.5. I'm gonna just go ahead and do everything 1.5, so that you will be able to follow up how to go about it. 1.5, 1.5. Draw that line up. Remember, okay, neck depth, neck width. Normally we're supposed to do it up 1/4 of it, but since it's an off shoulder, I just want you to understand better, like this. So I've just gone ahead now and open this up. We just kind of go ahead to follow up whatever we did to this other side. We're going to repeat it up here, so it just almost the same thing. I'm going to be connecting this up, so I'm taking time so that you should know on how you're going to do it normally. Okay, so I'm going to put the nipple. Let me go ahead and connect up these lines up with the straight lines from here, so you kind of focus and follow up how to go about it. Now, you see what I've just done there, right? I'll go ahead now, mark up the nipple to nipple. We're going to mark the nipple to nipple. The nipple to nipple. So from here, first of all, let's go ahead and mark the nipple to, no, let's finish this part first. So from the center line, you're going to take shoulder measurement divided by this, which is this one. This, yeah, I cut it a little bit. I'm thinking for me not to go ahead to be repeating everything straight. Anyway, let's just go ahead and slant it down here by 1 inch. Connect this part up from here to here like this for the shoulder slope. And you already have this thing. Now we're going to go ahead and mark the nipple to nipple divided by 2, nipple to nipple divided by 2, which is 7 divided by 2 is going to give us 3.5. Connect it up like that. Okay. Then now we want to go ahead to look for the armhole. Remember what we did was to measure up whatever we have on the armhole, divided it up by 2. So it gave us, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure from this point. It gave us, that was 4.2. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, 4.2. I'm just going to go ahead and measure that 4.2 from here all the way to this point. Why am I even doing this? Because it's an off shoulder. If you check, you notice there that it's an off shoulder. There's one that we just went ahead to create. Yeah, it's not an off shoulder. It's a symmetric, yeah, neckline. That's why I'm doing all this stuff. I'll connect this up like we did. Anita. here. Then we went down by half inch, went up by half inch, down by half inch, and up by half inch. But we are already repeating this up here because we already added all these things here. So I think this part here is not really important because we have already drafted it up here and we added that 1 inch. All right, so I'm just going to leave this. I'll connect this point up, connect this point up. That's just going to be what you connect, because if you take like this, I'm going to connect it up like that. And bring this up from here to here. Ooh. Okay. The most important one we're going to be working on, how to make that neckline, that symmetrical neckline. So from what I see is one side of it is it. Is it. What are you saying, sir? So now you fold it again. That's why I said that it was not one side of it. First of all, let me cut this up. So we're gonna just follow up. You will if I cut this up, then princess, that's meaning that, yeah. So what I'm going to do, one side of it, we're going to cut it in such of a princess that one side is straight. Yeah, so this thing is quite very confusing, eh? Okay, so it's one shoulder. Let me not make the mistake. So one shoulder. So you want to choose where you want it to be. It's a high one for that matter. So I'm going to come in here. You can do 2 inch. Yeah, about 2 inch. 2 inch. You can go down by 5 inch or 4 inch. Yeah, 4 inch. 4.5 inch. I'm actually going down by 4.5 inch. I've gone in, yeah, by 2 inch, went down by 4.5 inch. This part here, now, okay, connect this up straight. This part is going to be straight, from this part to this part is straight. Straight. Then you can just do it up like that in triangle form. Connect it up like that to join it. Okay, now what we're going to do at this other side is to make it one shoulder. Then from this part here, if you notice here like this, from here we're going to mark, let's just say 1 inch. 1 inch, going to be too wide. 1 inch. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is to connect this part all the way to this part. You see, like this, all the way to this part up here. There's some, yeah, it's a one shoulder and it's very, very high. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my connect those points that I've just from marking it up. You see? Okay. Now, after that, what we're going to do, I'm going to come here like this and mark, let's say 2.5 inch. Then that 2.5 inch, I hope you're following up. This is kind of a little bit confusing, I know, but if you follow up, you're going to get it. So I'm just reconnecting this point up, okay, because it's kind of, it's not, it doesn't have slit, kind of a strapless. So this is our original part now. From there, what we're going to do is we're kind of marking the center of this point, which is actually That 2.5 divided by this is going to give me 1 point this. Okay, we've just marked that point now. We have marked that point now, making it one shoulder. We have marked this point now, the center of it. After that, what we're going to do is, from that point, we are going to go ahead and create, how am I going to say it? If you check from the center point, you will notice that there's a kind of a small hole there that joins to the bottom hole. Okay, you notice that there's a small hole that joins to the bottom hole. That hole is not that it's not actually straight, but it's kind of like this slant. Yeah, so I'm going to do something like this. It's going to bring it up to the bottom hole. So we're going to do it up like this. We will draw a straight line from here to here, then we'll be able to create that hole inside. Let me dot it. Now let me use pencil so we can be able to raise that up so that everything will not be. Where's my pencil? I find pencil. I need a pencil. Yeah, of course I had a pencil somewhere. This one is coming out. Okay. Okay. We're going to do like this. From here to here, we'll connect it up with the straight line from here to here, like that. Actually, it's from here to here. Because actually that part is going to bring it up to the bottom hole. We extend that point up. Now, what we're going to do, from this line that we're just from drawing, we're going to create that small hole from there, which is going to start which is going to start from here like this. I don't know how I'm going to indicate it, but it's a small hole up like that. It's not too big, just a tiny hole. Then it will join up this part and this part up together. So yeah, it's a small hole. I'm looking for my eraser. Okay. Okay, like this. It start from actually start from this part here. You notice that it being joined, this part will join up with this part. Okay, yeah. So that hole is going to come in, and that one shoulder up like that, and then the hole will just kind of bring it from here, making it possible that this part that we've just made it is kind of big. So we're going to make it a little bit small so that we'll be able to join that up. You see why I needed a pencil, right? So we did about 2.5 inch. We're going to make it 2 inch. 2 inch, so that will be tiny as possible. It's an off shoulder, remember. It's a sleeveless, remember. So I'm just going to bring this up here. Now we need to create a hold. I'm just marking up. This is my main point. Bring it up here. That hole will make it to join this part and this part up together. Yeah, okay, like this. So this part, we're just going to go ahead and reconnect it up. It's kind of very confusing. I'm confused myself, but don't worry, you get it. You follow up and get it. So I've just reconnected this part up like this to make it more tiny. So what I have here is about 1 inch, which is perfect. From that 1 inch, in between the 1 inch, we're going to create up that hole that we have there in between the 1 inch. So I'm going to mark up the midpoint. From this midpoint, what we're going to do is, let's first of all draw this line like we did before, like this, all the way to the bottom hole, because it's right at the bottom hole. Okay, now we're going to creates kind of a small tiny like that and like this. Can you get what I'm saying, right? Just follow up. Let me show it up that hole. It doesn't even start yet from here. From here to here, from here. When I'm done, then I'm going to bring. I like working from the left hand too. So this part up. It's not too big. Yeah, the tiny one. All the way to the buttonhole. So something like that. And something like this. Yeah. There's a small hole, that small hole that we have there. Then you can see, right? Let me cut it for you to understand. So this is how I'm going to be cutting. I start from here. This is the original line. I'm going to start from here, bring it up like this. From here to here, this part here. You see, right? You can make it more deep if you wish to. You start from here. You can make it more deeper. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this part out and bring this part up like this. And oh, I forgot something very important. At the center, you notice that the center is not straight. The downer part is kind of a triangle. So you're going to come. Before I almost forgot that part. So you're going to come here. The bottom, you can go up by 3 inches. Then come out. I'm going to do 1 inch, 1 inch both sides. So it's small, tiny triangle. Right there. Like this. Yeah, it's open, Anita. This part is open. Like that. You can make it more bigger if you want to. You can do 1.5. Okay, like this. Like this. Remember, this is our buttonhole here. This is the buttonhole. Okay. This is my buttonhole. So this part, we're gonna come here like this. Okay. I did one in. Remember, you're supposed to replace that one in. So for the buttonhole, remember, you want to choose where you want it to end. For example, this is the buttonhole, right? This part of the inside, you're supposed to cut it up and remove this up. Remove this part up. So that the inside is going to be open. Like this. This inside is going to be open of that part. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm cutting up my princess darts. So definitely you need this to join that up. And this part here. You see what I mean, right? That hole there is going to be left open. This part here is going to be left open. Then this part here. We start from the like this. Make it more longer. You yourself gonna join this part up together. Like I said, you can make this wider. Remember, this buttonhole like this is supposed to be folded inside. It's supposed to be folded inside. So you better make this wider a little bit. Let's just say we're gonna connect it up from here. We'll cut it up from this part, from here. Because that buttonhole, give it a triangle form like this. That triangle form. I'm cutting it without. Yeah, actually right here, this part is supposed to be straight, so that by the time you fold the buttonhole, the triangle is going to be shown. Okay. So where am I? Okay. Part up is gonna come in. You see the small tiny pieces. Let me come and put them up together for you to see. This one is gonna come here like that. Join it up here like this, and then this part is gonna come here like this, and then this part is the one that is gonna join up here. Did we even like this? Yeah. You see? Then you have that hole at the center right there. But make sure that you actually trim off. Okay? There's a small shape right there. I'm going to trim that up. So when you do it up, make sure that your hole at the inside is much deeper. It's much deeper. You draw it like they do a tree, a leaf. Yeah, that's the best way to define it. A leaf right there at the center. You join this part up like this. Then the side you stitch this part up. Then this part is going to come in the buttonhole. Fold them up, and this other parts. I hope it's kind of confusing, but if you take time, if you don't understand, watch it again. I know I had, or maybe I will actually redo the video, like to edit it and post it so that I'll be able to. I miss a lot. Oh my god, you miss a lot. So yeah, I will kind of edit it to come and post it and explain it much better, because maybe I did not really explain it much better than you thought. Okay, so this is just it. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. You can make this more deeper. I went down by 4.5. You can do 5 inch. You can do 6 inch. Then reconnect it up like this, so that it should be more deeper, like what we have right there. Okay, thank you. Now I have learned to keep all the pattern I have been creating, not to throw anything. I keep them up so that I will need them in the future. Somebody asked for it, I just bring it. Thank you so much. Today it's really late. I need to go and sleep now. So now I'm working. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Thank you so much, guys. See you some other time. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to be creating tomorrow. Yeah, I know what I'm going to be creating tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah.